What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been more than a year. I have been busy with other project, the Q project. I have a few molds and stuff. Um, it's not going so good. I'm really struggling with it. It's crazy hard, trying different things. So I finally decided to move on to something else because I have this stupid obsession I have to finish a project before I can go on with something else. And I can't keep doing that, otherwise I'm never gonna make another video. So yeah, we're here, new project, new theme. You can see it looks different. I have the wife recording me.
Has it?
So I'm trying to go for a different vibe, something a bit more personal. Needless to say, today's project, I got a new graphics card. Right. The graphics card is a bit big and it is like sagging a bit. Now, I have had bigger GPUs. They do sag a little bit. It's nothing crazy. I just want like peace of mind to know that I'm not destroying the slot on my motherboard. So it's not something you have to do. Really, they made like if it was that necessary to come with support for the graphics card, they would ship it with one. So I'm going to make the support for my own peace of mind. I could obviously just go onto Temu and buy something for like 20-30 rand. I could.
But that's not fun.
Yeah, there's no fun in that, and I want to be creative and fun with it. So I got myself one of these. So it's basically just like a super long nut. Like I would say there's like 3, maybe 4 nuts in this combined into one, and just a bolt. Now, funny enough, I didn't measure it, but it does check out. It is the right size. So I got this, like a pack of these for 20 bucks and a pack of these for like also 20 bucks. So in the end, it's already more expensive than the Temu one. So please don't try this at home. Really, it's just it's me being stupid and wanting to do something fun. I'm going to be making a silicone mold of this, right? Of these parts individually, and I want to try I want to get the polyurethane right. I'm terrible with polyurethane. I can't get it to have no bubbles in, so I'm struggling so much with that. But I will do epoxy resin. I will do just one plain see-through one or one plain black one. I can already see my wife shaking her head because she doesn't like the plain stuff.
No.
And
Put some glitter.
I knew she was going to say glitter. I just knew it. I just want to show you guys there on my computer. So currently I have my, let me open it here. Currently I have a bottle here just to hold it the right height. I did put the bolt and the nut in there and it fits perfectly. So it should work. I hope it's going to work. Sorry for the dirty PC.
We just moved, okay? Everything's
I'm
dirty.
waiting for thermal pads and thermal paste so I can repaste everything and take everything apart and clean it. The idea behind taking this is that it's adjustable. So if eventually I move to a different case or I get a different size graphics card or something happens, I can always just still use this, and no matter what height it needs to be, I can move it and it will stay that height, because I mean there isn't going to be any movements on it. It's just going to be as is. So that's the idea. So the first step is making a mold. I couldn't, in my mouse video, I didn't really cover much about the whole process. I didn't want to bore you. But I think I want to make one, because it's such a small project, I just want to do one, like, not in depth, but just a bit more explanation so people can understand why I do things and why I'm so stupid to have so much patience with something so useless. So yeah, I'm going to build the housing so I can make the molds. Also, I want to try keep these projects like small and do small things and work on it. So I think the next project I'll do like keycaps. So it's something small, something easy, and I can just work on it and improve on that. I have worked on many projects in the past few months. So this is my controller. You can see it's very dusty because it has been standing for a long time, but you can see it's still not even finished. I got so frustrated with this project because I used like 2 batches of silicone for half a controller. So I'm very upset with that. So I will continue that at another point. So yeah, let's get building. The first step is to measure how big I'm going to make the blocks, or how big the mold is going to be. So I'm probably gonna pour it like this next to each other, right? I want to keep the space between them minimal so I don't waste silicone. So it's a very small square that I'm going to be building. So I'm gonna get my trusty cheap China blocks. Wood blocks. Plastic. And I'm just gonna be building like a frame around it. Oops. Hopefully I can showcase some master builder skills here. If not, I'm terribly sorry. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm just trying to eliminate... Sorry, my nose is blocked. I sound terrible. I'm just trying to eliminate all the empty space in between so that I don't waste too much space. So this last part that I'm putting here, it could work, but that's like a lot of space that I'm kind of like losing out on, that empty space there. So I think I want to take this guy out and put a 4 part in there. Slide in.
Oh.
That's what she said. And see, so that basically keeps it small enough so that the silicone mold will still be strong, but also not too big where I waste silicone. So now all I do is I just build on top of that. I have the size so I can move it as much as I want. I'm just gonna do that. So now I can move it. I don't care. I have the sizing. That should be high enough. Yeah, that's actually perfect. I like that. I feel that's great. Now, so the mold that I'm making is a 1-part mold. Okay, so a 1-part mold, the difference between a 1-part and a 2-part, obviously, the one has 1 part, the other one has 2 parts that you put together. You have to make special air vents and special holes where you pour the resin into so that the resin pushes out the air, and that way you don't have bubbles in your project. I didn't explain that well in my previous video. If you take a bowl and you put it in a basin of water, there's going to be an air pocket. Now you don't want that air pocket because if you have that as a product, you can't use that. So the concept is you want to make air vents so that when you pour the resin in, maybe I should do like a paint drawing on this because my hands aren't very explanatory.
We understand.
If you throw the resin in, usually you would throw from a low point, but just for explanatory purposes, you would throw the resin in and the resin would push the air out, and that would push out in the vents, and then when you see the vents are full of resin, then you know your product came out right, first of all. So that's how in the first video, I know my first mold didn't work because half of the vents didn't push up resin, even though the pouring hole was full. So that's a good indicator for those things. But I'm not doing that today. That's a lot of work, that's a lot of planning, not in the mood for that. So I'm just doing a normal 1-part mold. So the trick with a 1-part mold is you take some box tape. Sorry for the dirty table. You take box tape and you put it sticky side up so that it holds these things intact and that it seals the blocks, it seals it perfectly. And that way I can pour the silicone, it won't leak, and it keeps all the parts in place without me having to hold it or do anything with it. So there we go. So the concept is it sticks and then it doesn't really move around. Where if it was just here, yeah,
It would fall over.
that's the idea. Okay, now I'm just gonna seal the inside of this, otherwise the silicone would seep through that. Right.
Left.
This is the last one. Oh, there's it. Almost. I don't know where I had the tape. Okay, that is like the worst I've ever taped plaster. Sweet.
Is it going to make any difference to the mold if it's bad?
It will just like make a difference on the outside. It's nothing.
But it's not going to impact your end
No,
product.
it won't impact the inside. So it's not. That's why I'm not fixing it, because I really couldn't care. Now I'm looking for the sticky part so I can stick it perfectly. So I'm just gonna try flatten it out and press it. There we go. Okay, so now the mold, it is moving, but that's because the upside down part is obviously it's not secured, you know. So now I'm just gonna line this up perfectly. There we go. There's the bolt in. Okay. I was having fat fingers. Sorry, I'll give you a shot now. So there we go. I can maybe move this guy up a little bit. Okay, right. So that is basically it. I have enough space in between on the mold. I'm gonna mix the silicone and we're gonna throw it. So I'm gonna get that ready.
What type of silicone are you using?
The cheapest I could find. This is just it's normal mixing silicone that I found on Temu.
You got this on Temu.
But you can get pouring silicone locally, but it's only one company that does it, and the silicone that they sell, or AMT also sells silicone, but they're very expensive. So the silicone I used to use for my other molds, it came in like a big tub, and so all of these things you mix a part A and a part B. So the part A was this big tub and the part B was this tiny little bottle. So it was very viscous. Like it was like mixing molasses. It's crazy viscous. It's insane. So the problem with that is that once I pour, it would trap the bubbles inside onto my so this you call a master. So it would trap the bubbles onto my master, which isn't good because that makes it a defective mold. This, however, is much less viscous, so it's it's almost watery. So what that means is that it doesn't trap nearly as much bubbles in. It does still. It depends on how you mix it, and if you have a vacuum chamber or something to pull the bubbles out. I don't have any of those things, so I'm just going to be using the normal mixing method, just not going to overdo it, and hopefully we get a nice mold. Clean mold, no bubbles. Bubbles. Right.
So tell me, is there any safety precautions that you need to take when working with silicone? Why are you wearing gloves? Can you tell me a bit about it?
I'm wearing gloves because I hate sticky stuff. I really hate having sticky stuff on my hands. I hate it, like with a passion. So I wear gloves because I just hate the feeling. These things are generally safe, no toxic, no odor, nothing, so you don't have to wear a mask. a lot of times especially with a lot of these things, they do say, however, you should wear a mask. The silicone is the safest out of all of them, so I won't be wearing a mask with the silicone. Once I work with the polyurethane and the resin, I will be wearing a mask. That's why I wear gloves. I don't want sticky stuff on my hands. I'm just gonna make sure the scale's not gonna die out on me. Right. I'm just gonna ballpark it, spitball it, whatever you want to
What is the ratio that you have to throw for part A and B?
So this is a 1-to-1 by weight. So that last part is very important, because some of them you get by weight, some of them you get by volume. Volume is obviously in milliliters, so they would say 1-to-1 by volume. That would mean you measure 100 moles, and you would get a working product. Where with silicone, it's a 1-to-1 by weight, so I'm gonna pour 25 because I'm estimating I'm gonna need about 50 grams.
And what happens after you've thrown and you've seen it's not enough? Can you mix again directly after?
Yes, so luckily these things, they do set fast, but not, what did I measure? 25.
25.
These things, they do set fast, but not to the extent of let me just focus this last. Okay, I'm over by 1 gram. Again, great thing about silicone, very, very gracious to beginners. And even though I would say I'm not a beginner in regards to this, but I mean, being off by 1 or 2 grams not going to make a big difference. What was I saying before that?
We were just talking about safety precautions with silicone and resin.
Something else.
I can't remember.
Oh, good lord. Yeah, that doesn't help, huh?
No.
Okay.
So what are you using to stir over here?
Just ice cream stick. Now, I don't know if you guys can remember the previous video. I complained about how hard it is to mix. This is so much easier to mix.
But it still looks like a jelly consistency.
It is still very like sticky, but it's not nearly to the extent of the previous.
And how do you know when it's
we were
actually
saying-
mixed?
What we were saying was, how quickly after this can I make another batch if I
Yes.
see this isn't enough? So these things do set fast, but not to the extent of, like within a minute. I'll show you the polyurethane. That's actually crazy. This takes like 30 to 45 minutes. So if you see you don't have enough, you can just quickly mix another batch, and both batches will still stick to each other as one mold. So it will be fine.
Okay.
You were asking something about when do I know it's mixed? As soon as you don't see any like blotchiness in color. So as soon as everything is one uniform color, please don't look at all the bubbles in my mixture. As soon as everything is one color, then you know it should be mixed. What I like to do, I like to scrape all the corners, mix in the middle, both directions, and then scrape the sides, just so I'm sure that I got everything. When it comes to silicone, you can put it anywhere because it will come off. It's very easy. So I just put the stick anywhere I can, so I can focus on pouring. But when it comes to resin and polyurethane, you have to be cautious where you put the stick, because there where you put it, that's where it's gonna stay.
Forever and ever.
So yeah, let's pour this guy in. Ideally, you don't want to throw it onto the whatever you're making the mold of. You want to throw it next to it and let it gradually fill up. That way it pushes the bubbles out, and you'll see I'm throwing a very thin string, not that thin, a very thin string, and that also helps to pop all the bubbles.
You like saying bubbles.
Yeah. So I think I might just have enough. The other issue is obviously the inside that I need to worry about. So I'm gonna That is obviously asking for bubbles. You can see the bubbles coming out there. But I'm just gonna keep pouring, and then I'll do some.
I'm actually shocked at your measurements. It's literally perfect. How did you even know? Is it just... oh,
This is just eyeballing. This is because I've done it a few times.
wow.
This is me having to make 6 batches for one mold.
Practice makes perfect, they say.
That annoys me so much as if I have to do that. Like I said, silicone, you can be messy with it. It really doesn't matter. Just want to get a toothpick.
Look at the bubbles.
Here's my toothpicks.
So these bubbles are considered bad, correct?
The big ones, yes. Tiny ones, no. They'll pop themselves with time. These ones, yes. Well,
What are those, bad or good?
if these were to be on the product, it's problematic.
And how do you know that there isn't bubbles on the product at the bottom?
If you poured it nicely, like how I did. Pour it slowly. Just making sure. So I'm stirring on the inside of that nut. You can't see, but yeah, I'm just moving the toothpick around, trying not to bump it over on the inside. That should alleviate some bubbles that might be stuck. I can always afterwards just grind it off, like file it down, because resin is very nice to work with. But I would rather have something that I don't have to work with afterwards, and I can just keep making more of it than what I every time I have to fix the same problem on every time I pour.
So question, after the silicone mold, what material are you going to be using to make the actual nuts? That is going to be as strong as the nut itself. Will you be going with polyurethane today, or will you be going with resin?
So recently I kind of came to the revelation that polyurethane isn't so strong. I don't know if I should get maybe a stronger one, but I can't think that there's something stronger than the polyurethane. And funny enough, the resin stuff are coming out quite strong. So again, I don't know if it's because I'm using a different brand of resin, because this is a new brand, or it's the first time I'm trying this brand. So the polyurethane is, like, don't get me wrong, it's nice to work with, because so I like to use the polyurethane as a tester. So just to see, is my mold fine? So what I do with that is I mix the mold, pour in polyurethane, it sets within 10-15 minutes. I take it out, see is everything fine, and then I pour the resin. That way I know, is my mold defective or not. So that's what I use the poly for right now, because it is actually weaker than the resin, which I'm quite surprised by. That's why I switched to polyurethane, is because I thought it was stronger. But I don't know if it's because I'm using this brand of resin, but it is crazy strong, like really, really strong. So I think it's actually a good brand to use for the controllers and stuff like that. It should be strong enough for that. So yeah, the first one I'm gonna do polyurethane just to test the mold. No colors, nothing, just plain clear. The clear is the easiest to see if there's any issues anywhere. And then after that, then I'll make a resin batch and I'll mix some colors into it, make it nice and fun and colorful. So we're gonna let this guy dry. Should take about 45 minutes. Will be very quick, and then we can do the first batch. Okay, so it is day 2. I was way too tired last night and I was playing half sword, so I didn't take it out of the mold. I kept this part especially because it's my favorite part to do. So once I've finished mixing the silicone in this, usually to check if the silicone is ready, I do this test where, okay, it didn't work, so like now. where I pull the silicone out of the cup and you've got a clean cup again, and the silicone makes this weird little
Satisfying.
condom thing. So obviously I know it's done because it's the next day and this takes like 45 minutes, but silicone is super satisfying to take off. So here we go. We can see the silicone did bleed a little bit, but that's nothing to worry about. Made a nice hole there and there. It might have flooded a bit there, but that is okay. I don't worry about that. Now, to take it out of this is the hard part always. Okay.
10,000 years later.
Finally.
So let's see, what do we have?
Okay. So this is basically it. I'm wondering if I should cut it out, but I don't think I have to. What I am going to do is just cut a fine line here, just so that I can remove the silicone there, because it might get in the way of it.
Should have probably not bought him a squeaky toy.
Yeah, couldn't. Okay, there you go. So now it can just come out like that. There we go.
Alright, so I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Your mold didn't cover the top part of your object. So now when you resin it, how are you going to replicate the top of it if your mold didn't get it?
What top?
Like, the top of your bolt was only covered till like there. So like what's gonna happen now?
It's just gonna be. It's like water. Water levels out, so the resin is gonna level out and it's gonna make a flat surface, which is in any case what I need.
Okay.
I'm trying to get this out without breaking the middle part. Why did I have to choose the hardest thing? I hope it doesn't break. Let's should get one. What I'm doing now is I'm just cutting a small edge off so that it doesn't hold the midsection in.
Oh, this is the one that had the hole in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to cut this. Ooh.
Careful your fingers.
Just trying to make it so that it doesn't get stuck here and that it releases easier basically. Okay, here we go. So now
Don't you think you use some pliers or something?
go.
Never mind.
Okay, it's actually looking pretty good. I'm quite impressed.
Let's see. Stretch it apart.
So if I squeeze it out a bit, you can see the silicone did make threads,
Yeah, I see.
which is quite cool. It's very, very cool. I just want to clean it up a bit. So that way my silicone doesn't struggle to go in. Okay, let's get resin in. And first do a epoxy resin. That way it will dry pretty quickly.
You mean polyurethane?
Yeah, what did I say?
Epoxy resin.
Yes, sorry. Take all that tape off. I like using the tape because it makes it that nothing actually sticks to the board, and I can easily get everything off and keep the board clean. So I'm just quickly gonna on that gap stick it on.
You can so see the difference between the new tape and the old tape.
Yeah. There you go. There we go. Time to get mixing.
So just for clarity, we're doing polyurethane now, correct?
So I'm going to mix some poly in this cup. This is the silicone cup, so I am reusing the cup. Although after polyurethane, it's a waste, you can throw it away. So I'm done with these guys. I already have my mold, so I don't have to worry about that again. So I'm just quickly gonna put them away. I'll sort out this rubbish now. Don't worry. I have my gloves from yesterday as well. Because poly is sticky.
Is it dangerous to use poly?
In what regard?
I don't know, is it gives off fumes? Is it
So any
hot?
plastic and resin for that matter is something you have to use a mask with. So you can see on part 1, part 2, on part B it doesn't say, but on part 1 it shows that symbol with the lungs and that like weird, I don't know, Northern Star. It's not the Northern Star. It is a. It is the
liquid plastic.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So that star symbol basically means it's corrosive. So it will. It's not like you breathe it in now and it will do damage to your lungs now. It's accumulative. So if you use it once a year and you use it for 20 years, that's 20 times. It will accumulate all 20 times and it doesn't go away. If you use it 20 times in one day, you've basically done 20 times corrosion on your lungs in one day. So it's very important to wear safety equipment.
So do you have safety equipment?
I do have safety equipment. I have my mask.
What type of mask is this?
This is just they call it a N95 mask, if I'm not mistaken. This is basically just, it comes with safety goggles and these respirators. Now the reason I use this one specifically is because with other stuff like the 3D printer, the pen 3D printer, it releases like a smoke and like small particles, and those particles also go into your eyes.
Okay.
And that makes your eyes burn. That I realized the first time I used it without protection. So yeah, just always. So you guys aren't really gonna hear me much, but I'm basically all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna mix the poly, pour it into my molds. I have a spare mold here so that in case I will have extra. I'll maybe grab another mold out of the cupboard.
So what is this mold for?
This is a little side project. This is a fishing. It's called a spoon. So this
What
is
to
a
eat with?
fishing spoon. Okay, fisherwoman. It's to catch fish with. It's like a fake fish type of thing. So I'm gonna put the mask on, mix some poly, and let's see what we get.
So sexy.
At least I didn't look like our president putting it on. Right. So, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, but it's very muffled.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, not some poly.
Oh no.
So she doesn't like when I wear the mask, so she starts going crazy. We'll maybe have to put her outside.
Alina, that's okay.
Elena, it's me.
It's okay. It's your papa.
Okay.
Ooh, wobbles.
So polyurethane is mixed by volume. What is this? And getting poly to not have bubbles is super hard. So I'm gonna try my best.
So you mix polyurethane by weight or by measurement?
I just said by volume.
By volume.
Yes.
So milliliters.
Yes.
Or liters if you're obviously making a huge batch, but yeah. How many mils is that you're throwing?
30.
30 in total or 30 each?
30 each.
So 30 part A, 30 part B.
Okay. Now I have 5 minutes to get this mixed, otherwise
5 minutes to get it mixed, otherwise what happens?
it hardens.
Excuse me?
It hardens in the cup.
It hardens in the cup.
Yes.
Very milky.
Yes, it's just for the... So the chemical reaction, it gets milky like this.
Yeah.
And then when it hardens, then it goes clear.
Oh, okay. So this you can also experiment with different colors as well, correct?
Yes, but there's a different technique to it. First, you add part A, then your color, and then part B, and then you pour it, because you have so little work time to actually get this going.
I should probably not be standing so close.
Yes, so I am going to pour this, otherwise I am going to run out of time.
Okay, so he's going to pour now. Okay, I'm just going to stand here and zoom in a bit. So it takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set, correct?
Yeah,
So it's quick.
very, very good.
And how are you certain you throw enough in?
As long as it bounds. Just focus as well.
No problem.
My love, I'm gonna need a mold.
Give me a second.
I can feel it getting hard already. It's probably gonna stall within the next few seconds. So this is just the extra mold that I have.
So why do you have to pour it? Why can't you just leave it in the cup and let it harden on? If
Well, I'm wasting. I don't want to waste. You should see no bubbles. Everything looks fine. Yeah, we made it just in time. I don't have anything to try this in.
Hold on, let me go to your cupboard.
But yes, these open molds, they're perfect. And the price of the glass, what is this? No, try this. This is the first time in a long time I actually got everything out fast enough.
Okay, so visitors also should wear a mask.
Mm. Oh, there's a bubble
Where?
in this mold.
Not on the one we're working on currently.
No. So this is actually a very good time to explain. So you can see that
Do you need some help?
So you can see that this mold here, it makes like a layer, right? So this is called an undercut. Now, because I poured the resin, the air bubble got trapped there, right there. You can see it's stuck there.
Okay.
So what you normally do is that's why you make an air vent in the undercut so that the air bubble gets pushed out by the resin. So basically what happens is, if I take this knife, then make a hole in there. It's not gonna work. Okay. So now what I can do, I can just push the air out there. Or not.
Think you're.
It's already getting hard.
Yeah.
But too late. Right. See you guys in 5 minutes. So I just wanted to show it has not even been 5 minutes and it's already hard. You can see there's still some in there and it's already hard. Even if I touch the other molds,
They rock hard.
it's already hard. You can see it's not moving. It's not rock solid. Let's just touch this one.
No. Why is that one still
That's
not?
why I didn't want to touch it.
Oh,
It's fun. I saved it. I don't know. Poly is very weird. Some molds get hard like this super quickly, and some of them don't. I think the theory behind it is there's more poly, there's a lot more volume, so that means the chemical reaction is bigger, meaning it goes hard quicker. So obviously with this mold that I'm using now to make the bolts, there isn't like a lot of polyurethane, so there isn't like a big chemical reaction, so it does take some time. But I just wanted to show that wasn't even a minute or two and it was already hard like this. So we'll just give it a few more minutes and then it should be ready. Okay, so I don't know how long it was, like an hour or two?
yeah, because you got sidetracked.
Yeah, I started playing half sword again.
It's okay. Whoa.
So, usually...
That's not a bolt.
No, I didn't take it up. Usually I like to take out the other molds that I bought first to see if it's properly hard. So these guys rock solid. So I'll worry about taking them out later. I first want to see the spoon. I'm excited for the spoon. Let's see.
So the project that's not your project, you're more excited for.
No, it's the first time pouring both of them. So it's both exciting. Right, let's see. Oh, came out nice.
Is this your screw now?
Yes.
Okay. Advice, a little bit of a heads up would have been sufficient.
Okay. So, technically it should screw out. It's working. Look, it's screwing out. That's so cool. It
And
does have some bubbles.
but look at that. That's so cool.
The lining. But I mean, just want to see the mold. Okay, so it's not the mold. That's good. That means I can fix it. That means
Very, very cool.
something I can change, which is great. And then this one. Just so scared I break the silicone. Eesh. Get a knife out. Ow. The poly. Just got a hole in it so it can release the silicone. That way it doesn't create a vacuum. Okay. So now it should come loose quite easy. Just use a toothpick to push it out a bit. Shouldn't use a toothpick. Here we go. Yes.
Oh, that sounded satisfying.
It was. That's so cool. Right, there's my nut. Wow, these things are very light. Moment of truth. I do see there are quite a bunch of bubbles. So that's why I like using the poly. Because resin is less forgiving. So that means what I should do when I pour the resin is I should just put like a toothpick in and make sure all the bubbles have been released. So moment of truth, let's see if it screws in. It should. That's so cool. Ta-da!
Well done.
Top part I can just quickly remove like so.
That's so cool, honestly. Careful your fingers.
Oops. Okay. Right. So that is it. It turns in and out very easily. Easier than the bolts actually. Now for interest's sake, just for some shits and giggles, I'd like to see it works so well, it's crazy. Oh, this is so cool. So yeah, there you have it. Polyurethane bolt and nut with some steel, just for some added weight. But I don't really care about that. So
That's pretty damn cool.
the next step is epoxy resin. We're gonna do it a bit more artistic. Just make it look a bit better.
So this is your
Sleeve.
test to make sure that your product came out.
It's just a taster to see where the faults are, where any problems would be. That way I don't waste my epoxy resin, and these come out quite quickly. So what we can do, we can actually just... Sorry, that's something I'm messing around with. We can actually just take this off. Take this out. and you'll see the GPU is already like sagging a bit. I'm gonna put this guy in, and I can see that I can elevate it a little bit, so I'm gonna actually just do that. Elevate it a little bit, and there we go. Ta-da!
How proud are you?
That's actually so cool. That's really cool.
Okay, so if anyone has a GPU and they need a custom elevation, you guys know where the comment section is.
That's so cool.
That's very cool.
Okay, this guy hasn't fully hardened yet, so it did bend a little under the pressure, but epoxy resin, if I
It's
give
going
it
to be
enough,
much stronger.
yeah, if I give it enough time, it will actually be much stronger than this. So just gonna put it there. That's so cool, and that looks much better than having a.
A little paint can, yeah.
Let me take this off. Hey, there we go.
That's dangerous.
So yeah, there you can see it. Incredibly dirty, my PC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see that
to
bolt
see.
is bending a
Yeah,
little
you
bit
can
under
see
this
it's sag,
pressure.
but it hasn't hardened fully. With polyurethane, you should give it 2 to 4 hours to fully harden. It's still soft, but it's a taster. Whole point is just to see if it works, and it works. So, right, next step, epoxy resin.
Let's go.
Okay, so it has been a few weeks.
No, man. I'm exaggerating. Like a week.
Okay, a week. I did the polyurethane last, so I want to attempt the resin today, see how strong it comes out, how nice I can make it. So I think I'm gonna try and make it look good. We are going to be using, this is one of the brands AMT Composites sell, the Crystal Diamond. I don't know, I haven't done the research myself on these kinds of things, but I don't know if there's a difference between the resins and the hardnesses. So yes, obviously there is a difference between resin and the hardness because it depends on how strong the chemical reaction is. But meaning, like, if I compare the Crystal 6 to the Diamond 6, Diamond is also another brand. So I don't know how they compare, but I feel personally that this one is very strong. So I like using it. I am running out a bit. I did mess half of this bottle accidentally.
How did you do that?
So I bumped it over.
Ah,
That's why I had to throw away my mouse pad because it was very sticky.
oh no.
So yes, we are doing resin today. I will be wearing the mask again today because resin, same as polyurethane, it's corrosive. It builds up over time, so if you use it for a few years, it builds up in your lungs. Not very good, not very healthy. It won't do damage now, it will accumulate. So these things generally, they are much, I want to say they are safer than stuff like polyurethane. The reason I say that is because resin has now become this popular like household thing where people make jewelry and stuff like that. So they want to make it more safe and user friendly, but rather safe than sorry. Just stay safe.
Would you say resin is easy to work with for a beginner if you just, like you're judging by the facial expressions, I assume not. So you can't just pick it up and copy what you're doing and you get the same results?
I mean, it depends. It's like baking a cake. If you follow it step by step, exactly the same, you can come to the same results. But there's always room for human error. So resin is very tough. It's not tough to work with. It can be very unforgiving, and it takes a while to understand the ins and outs of it. It's a very viscous liquid, but at the same time, you think because it's so viscous, you can put something on top of it and leave it, and it will like stay there. But after a few hours when you get back, then whatever you put on top fell to the bottom and it's there. So there's a lot of figuring it out, and whatever your idea for it is, it's gonna be hard to find someone posting a video about it if it's not jewelry related. So anything you want to do with resin that's not jewelry related is generally quite hard to find.
For example, your bolts and nuts that you're busy making. No one's made that.
These videos, there is a guy, Eric Strebel. He does like weird parts and stuff, but that's for manufacturing purposes. Where I mean, I want to do a controller. There's no one that does that, so there's a lot of mistakes involved because I'm someone, I watch hundreds of videos, learn from their mistakes, and then when I do it myself, my mistakes has reduced by a lot because I know what to look out for and I know what not to do. But when it comes to doing stuff for the first time, I have to just run at it and do it and make mistakes and improve on it. And so yes, that's why a lot of these videos take me longer than what I was hoping and expecting for, because I basically have to be my own research and development team, which is it's
a lot of trial and error.
cool, but it does take investment. I have to use a lot of products just to somewhat have an idea of a working product. I mean, I spent a lot of money on silicone and resin to try and make a working Rubik's Cube, and I still don't have a working Rubik's Cube, but I've burned through almost all of my materials. So it's very frustrating and unfortunate. It is demotivating, but regardless,
We still try.
yes, I am trying. That's why I want to do small projects, quick to upload. I'm at least posting, and you guys can see what it takes doing this, and hopefully try it for yourself, you know.
Give it a shot.
I just thought of these things because I have fun with it, so. Right, I need to get my alcohol inks, my pigments. I will be making a batch of resin, but I see a lot of the equipment that I'm gonna need now I don't have with me, so I'm quickly gonna get that.
Cool.
Okay, so I have my... Ooh, that leaked. That's not good. I have my pigments. I have my cup powders. These things are crazy cool. And I have alcohol inks. Also a lot of fun to do. But what I would like to do... So I think for my first attempt, I should have maybe made 2 molds. So I can just like speed up the process, because another problem with this is I'm going to mix the resin now, and it's going to take me 2 days before I can actually take it out of the mold.
Why so long?
That's how long epoxy resin takes to fully harden.
Wow. Do you get ones that cure a bit quicker?
You get UV resin, but they're not that strong, and not that I just like sticking with these things because I know how to work with it. So yeah, I think if I made multiple molds, it would have been better, because then I can try multiple things with one batch, where now I basically have to make one small batch, and no.
Okay, so then a suggestion, what are you planning on doing now, seeing as you have only one small batch to make and one color pour, or what is your idea for now?
What I'm thinking of doing. From my last video, I have some YouTube comments of ideas people had for the mouse. Obviously it would be much cooler for the mouse. I don't know where the mouse mold is anymore, which is bad. So I think I can try with a bolt maybe to do some of those ideas. The one idea was a Goku outfit, so basically the orange with like a royal blue almost.
Ooh.
That's the combo. So I can do a orange orange nut with a blue bolt, because there is majority orange and blue, and when you screw it in, you're only gonna see.
Oh, that's gonna look cool.
So I can make it orange and blue bolt. So that could be cool. One of the
So
other comments was to do a jawbreaker. So a jawbreaker is white, pure white with speckles, rainbow speckles on it.
honestly,
So that could be pretty cool. But
can be pretty messy too. Can bleed and then make it like a beige color.
yeah, so the problem with that is I won't be able to do solid dots, like solid speckles. The only way I'll be able to do that is if I paint it on afterwards, which I could obviously do, but I don't have paint. So I think
I honestly think the Goku one is a great idea.
I'm gonna take the Goku one for now. I don't think I need white, because my white is currently under my graphics card. So
So you couldn't do the jawbreaker one even if you wanted to.
yeah, I don't have any of those. Okay,
Okay, let's do it.
I'm gonna get mixing. I might as well. I'm not gonna be able to do a small enough batch just to do the bolted nut, so I'm gonna get a few extra molds just to pour. So this is a fishing spoon. Don't worry about it. I'll get some more out of the cupboard, and then once I'm done mixing it here. But yeah, I'm going to put the mask on. Oh.
And this is also by weight or by mil.
So resin is by weight, because obviously the one is bigger than the other. That's because it's two different chemicals. So generally 99% of the time when you buy resin, it will be by weight, because the part B is like water and the part A is very viscous. Where part A and B are polyurethane, same viscosity, and silicone, same viscosity. So these two by volume, this one by volume or by weight. That's how crazy cool silicone and easy to use it is. I say easy in quotation marks. Right, let's get cooking. Oh. How are you doing my eyes? Okay, so this is a 100 to 33. Basically meaning for every 100 grams of this, you pour 33 grams of this. So technically meaning it's a 1 to 3. Not exactly. But yeah, that's how I work with it. So I am going to make it easy. I'll just do 30 mils of this, or 30 grams, sorry. Oh, 30. Right, 30 on the dot. And then I will do 10 of this. So it will make 40. So we'll continue. Right. This was 19 on this one. Variable maths. I don't need that one because I'm just going to be mixing two colors. So let's get the colors. I do have okay, so I have the option of using the mica powders now. Now, oh yeah, don't.
You have the options of using the mica power.
I have the options of just fixing my hair because my wife's giving me the eye.
Not about your hair.
So what?
I don't want you using mica powders.
Yeah.
The mica powders are so transparent, it's not pigmented a lot. It gives like a...
Yes, I was getting to that.
Oh. You honestly think I was giving you the eye for your hair?
Yes.
No, man. I would
No,
must tell you.
I think you are about my hair having to look good.
Not necessarily. You can look like a hobo if you want to.
Yeah, right. There you support yourself.
I'm joking.
So what I was saying was so rudely interrupted.
I do apologize.
I can use the mica powders, but the mica powders give more of I don't want to say holographic. It's blowing a storm. I don't want to say holographic, but it gives like it does give a textured look in it.
Like a metallic.
Yeah, if I can put it that way. So if I'm going to stick true to the Goku colors, that's not at all what it looks like. So moving on, I could use the alcohol inks, but again I'm gonna have to use a lot of it to get that vibrant color. And the problem with the alcohol inks, if you use too much, it breaks down the resin and it doesn't harden. So I'm gonna just be using the trusty old boring old pigments.
Those are boring. I love those.
Pickaxe in here somewhere. Right, so we have our blue, which is the right pigment for it. That is absolutely perfect. And then, sorry, they're very dirty. And then I need to match the orange. Now that's gonna be a bit tricky because this orange is a bit more of like a burnt orange.
What about adding a little bit of white to it? Or is that going to make it more
adding
pastel?
White is going to be pastel. So I think what I can maybe do is maybe add a bit of yellow. That might make it that vibrant orange that I'm looking for. You might see I'm looking to the left the whole time. That is because I do have a Goku standing here.
With all your sweet wrappers.
I know. He is a bit dusty, so no. So I'm trying to get this blue. You can see it is a bit paler blue, which I'm not too worried about that. And the orange, it's a lot more vibrant. So I'm gonna definitely try and get a vibrant orange before I focus on the blue. Again, you should be using a mask, but I am in a well-ventilated room.
Yeah. Look, there's a fan.
Yeah, of course. Okay, I have the paper and a different stick. So the reason I don't want to touch the resin and the pigment at the same time with the sticks is because sometimes the resin drops in and then it hardens and then there's like a, it's just a whole whatever. Just want to mix this guy up so he is nice and fresh. As you can see, it is a bit more of a burnt orange.
I still think it will work if you add a little bit yellow.
Yeah, I am definitely going to use a bit of yellow. Now the trick with these guys, you don't actually need a lot. They are super strong. So, wait, before I mix with, oh, I need more, I need blue, so that's going to be the blue one. Okay, so let's get this cracking.
I thought you said the orange is majority.
Yes, it is.
Oh. You just said blue is more.
No, sorry, I just worked that out in my head. You can see I hardly used orange and it's tinted this whole batch, which is great. So now what I can do...
The camera is picking it up as the same orange as Goku at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I should put Goku here.
Yeah, so we can compare.
for reference.
Okay, so it is a little bit more on the darker side than Goku. So I would say adding a little bit yellow might make it more, but
Yes,
vibrant.
That's what I'm gonna try. I'm hoping that's gonna work. I'm not too good with color theory, but the logic still stands.
cleaning his sticks.
Yeah, because I don't want to contaminate my yellow with orange.
So why don't you just use a different stick for the yellow?
Then I'm gonna waste sticks. I don't waste sticks.
It's ice cream sticks. They're like 20 cents one.
You guys, you guys need to make it with water. Yeah, okay, you convinced me. What the hell?
So
Where's the
tiny.
other half? I was losing my mind. Okay, this one's a bit more pasty. It's so weird because the orange was so liquidy.
Maybe it melted at a
So I
different
think
temperature.
that should be enough.
I think maybe even less. Do like half of that.
Yeah.
'Cause you can always
Rather
add
too
more.
little, yes, I agree. Okay, so let's see how this turns out. Okay, it's not doing anything yet. The yellow is starting to come off. That's the problem with it being pasty, is getting it off the stick. Just gonna do this, rub it off, and then mix it into. There we go. Why are you laughing?
Mm-mm.
Because I'm jiggly. What?
You can see the editing. It did make it more dull.
More dull.
Mm.
No, it's not supposed to make it dull. It's supposed
Meaning like the same. But I still feel it's a bit more on the burnt orange side.
So maybe a little bit more yellow.
But
But
just
it
be
is-
careful that it's not making it more vibrant.
It is
Okay.
better.
It is better. You can see
It
that.
is.
Okay, add some more yellow.
So let's try a
Ow.
little bit more.
Sorry, guys.
Crazy.
I got my trusty chair here behind me. I am carrying our baby, so sometimes I just have to have a sit down when I'm recording him.
Okay.
Okay, let's do some more. Maybe a little bit more. Or like we said, a little bit goes a long way, I guess.
Yeah, I'll rather do too little than too much.
But also it's going to be in a very dark environment, so to match it exactly to that color is not
I'm not
necessary.
I know that.
But
But-
what you already got
Oh,
is...
that's already pretty close.
Let's see.
I'm pretty chuffed with that.
Yeah, that's very
That
nice.
looks good. It's not as like white orange, but it is a vibrant orange.
Also, you don't know what this thing looks like, seeing as it's so dusty. So you don't know what the true color is if it's been washed actually.
Thank you.
I'm happy with that color.
I also think so. I think it looks great.
Great.
Looks fan-fucking-tastic.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
that looks amazing. I'm
Shanana.
very chuffed with that. Cool. So that is done.
So we have
Throw that
dirty,
stick
dusty
away.
orange, fresh orange.
Thank you for elaborating for the first time that he is dusty.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's put these guys back. I need new pigments because this is actually mostly due to a certain female assistant that these.
I didn't even touch those colors.
Oh yeah, you didn't touch the blue and the white. You're so right.
And the blue and the one I did touch, but
Exactly.
I didn't touch the yellow. Accuse me of things. Is the blue also very liquidy?
The blue is like an in-between. I don't know what's up with these pigments. I don't know if they may be too old.
I don't think color can really go off, can it? Is there an
Is it-
expiry date? I mean, you're not consuming it.
No,
The color can't go anywhere.
no, but certain things lose their impact, their power.
I
Things
guess.
don't stay strong.
Can we please have a look at this blue? Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Your blue gloves are not helping at this point.
Yeah, so you can see in the pour.
Gorgeous! Look at this, guys. Wow.
That should give the look.
Of course. So who's gonna be blue? The bolt or the nut?
The bolt is going to be blue. Yeah. The bolt is going to be blue. And
At
the
least it wasn't your nuts. Otherwise your nuts would be blue. Why are you blushing, my love?
that was a good one.
Thank you. Don't make that's my you got your 2026 joke of the year.
It's not even 2026, but
No, almost. By the time this is
yours
uploaded.
works in advance.
Yeah.
Just have one.
Exactly. Okay.
So the idea is
Jinx.
I'm going to
Let's just first show them how beautiful you got those
you
colors.
won't really see, but yeah.
What do you mean? Come look here.
Okay, no, it's fine.
It's amazing.
So the idea behind it is I'm going to make this orange
Mhm.
and this blue because when I screw it in, the majority is still going to be orange and this is going to remain
Like a
blue.
little t-shirt.
So it will be like what Goku is, majority orange and a tinge of blue.
You're
He
so
does
smart.
He does have like yellows and reds.
that's like
and whites
accents.
and blacks. Yeah, but I'm not too phased about that. I'm just making a bolt and nut, you know. So relax.
I think it's pretty
Okay.
cool.
I'm going to pour the blue.
Now, what can go wrong with resin, even though your polyurethane mold came out perfect?
To be honest, not that much. There could be a bit more bubbles that get stuck because resin is not as thin as poly. So I might struggle. Sorry, I just need to focus here because I need absolute precision in having a thin stream. I know it looks like I'm messing. I am messing. But the point is to get a thin stream as possible.
I see a hole filling up. And that's two. Yeah, I'm on a roll.
So as you can see, that is why my wife is pregnant.
You're so funny. Okay, so now what?
I'm just gonna scrape the excess off.
And now how are you certain that all the liquid is in all the crevices?
I am
Can
not.
you tap the mold on the
Yes,
side?
that is what I'm going to do.
I'm so smart.
You would almost say you have done this before.
Not in your silicone molds, I have not.
So I'm just gonna give it. I was gonna say gentle taps, but I'm not being gentle now. I need to get any strong bubbles out. A lot of people use those massage guns and put it on a. You actually get a table like a shaking tables, and then it will. Stop giving me faces behind the camera. You get a shaking table that's designed for these things to shake out the bubbles. You also, some people just jippo it and like use their own massage gun and on a shaking. Also, the best would just be to use a vacuum chamber because it pulls out the bubbles out of the resin. That way it doesn't stick to the crevices. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm very scared of doing it, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a toothpick and rub it on the insides of the mold while the resin is in. That way all the bubbles will kind of just come loose. The reason I say I'm scared of it, sometimes it does like ruin the resin a bit. Sometimes it even adds bubbles.
Okay, so don't do it.
I'm gonna try to be careful because I don't want it to come out the way the nut did. I'm not worried too much about the bolt. Vice versa. I'm not too worried about the nut. I'm worried about the bolt. So, getting it to fit.
How about you just trust the process where it is now? I mean, you have tried a couple of things. You put the toothpick in, you've tapped it, burped it. So
Once I did like now the toothpick, I'm basically done. I did not bring a second toothpick for them. I'm not gonna worry about the nut. Just wanna pop these guys quickly. They should pop by themselves. I'm just gonna add some more resin to top it off. Okay. That's disastrous.
Can't you use your toilet paper? No, don't touch the blue. You're making it worse.
I'm not, man. What are you on?
It's gonna touch the orange and bleed.
It's not gonna relax.
Oh my god, you're making me nervous.
I know what I'm doing. Relax.
Crisis averted.
Now, there is one thing that might be a problem.
What? Tell me.
Oh, he's so close up. Resin, when it hardens, it tends to shrink a bit. So, because I didn't pour the mold perfectly, it is already having a bit of a dent. So when it's going to harden, it's going to have a deeper dent. Should be fine. It's just to hold my graphics card. It's not like I'm mass producing this or anything. So for me personally, it's okay. I will top it up just to try and get it to look good. But yeah, that's it. See you when it's ready.
In 2 days.
Supposed to be 2 days later, but it is a week later.
Oh no.
Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah.
Last time we were still saying in the festive season and whatever, and it is now already the 5th of January. So, yes, right. Any case,
Naughty goose.
um,
What are we doing?
we are checking how everything came out. This is a little side project. Don't think I'll be showcasing too much of this now. Don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, I think
These look so satisfying.
yeah, this is always the most fun part. I'm just hoping it comes off here.
Beautiful colors.
Yeah.
Okay, so
But-
this is our
right.
project we were working on.
This is the project. Right, so let's see how this came out. I'm hoping it came out good. That's all we can hope for.
I'm so nervous.
Yeah, tell me.
Okay, let's go a bit closer.
Okay, so this one should screw out. It is. That's fantastic news.
Look how pretty!
It's looking pretty good. And a lot less bubbles. Not completely nothing, but a lot less.
How you
which
feeling?
I'm very happy about.
Not very easy to get out. There we go.
Yes.
Okay, let's analyze.
Okay. It came out good. There's a bubble. It's a bit unfortunate, but that's okay.
It's one tiny little thing. It's not gonna.
So I'm gonna sand it flat on this side. So this is the top side that was in the mold. So it's a bit uneven, but I'm gonna sand it flat and it will look nice. So it will stand like this. Now, the moment of truth.
Hey!
It actually looks pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't thinking it was gonna look this good, but I mean, this looks pretty like Dragon Ball Z, right?
Oh yes, 100%. Wait a second, guys. Come here. Ta-da!
So my orange is just darker.
Actually, on the camera, yeah,
But,
it's like 2 tones darker, but that's really spot on.
but I mean, I feel it nails the vibe. It like nails the look that I was going for.
I'm so proud of you.
So there you go, Mr. Ricardo. There's your request. Dragon Ball Z. I will try some of the other ones at a later stage for other projects. But please keep telling me your ideas for color schemes and stuff like that. It's gonna be amazing. So this is much stronger, much stronger. I mean the poly.
Still beautiful.
Yeah,
Can you put them both side to side? The
Okay.
polyurethane versus resin.
Well, so this is just the bolts. You can see whatever.
The blue one's much
Depends.
prettier.
But this is the important part. So this is actually why I started experimenting more with polyurethane and resin, because I thought that polyurethane would be much stronger than epoxy resin, unless I'm just not using the right polyurethane, but it is
Oh no.
much weaker. So that is why I use the poly now as a tester, because it works so quickly and I can continue with my project. With the epoxy resin, I'm gonna try break it.
Please don't. We need to take photos first. No, please don't do that. No. You're making me nervous.
I couldn't even bend it.
Okay, good. Don't try again.
The resin is really strong. It's crazy strong. This is how it came out, and I'm actually pretty impressed. This is exactly what I wanted.
So proud of you.
I'm so happy with it. Okay, might have forgotten the whole purpose of the video was to make this for my PC. So I am in a game. So we can take this guy out, and we'll slowly see the graphics card fall, which is not nice.
No, that's nerve-wracking.
And the PC is dirty. Are you recording through this glass pane?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I can do, I can just put him in here and slowly unscrew it until it is desired height. Ta-da! Wait. Oh, RGB came on at the right time.
Oh wait.
Ta-da!
That's
Now I've
insane.
basically got Goku holding up my graphics card.
Because he's strong like that. Well done, Angel.
Oh, I'm pretty chuffed. That's actually so cool.
That's really cool.
That's not some Timo garbage.
No. This is personalized.
Ooh. Quite chuffed with that.
Very nice. So if anyone needs a Goku stand, let us know.